Today we're going to be diving into Xavier Thomas. Stands 6'2", 244 pounds, a late round pick for the Arizona Cardinals, picked up in the 5th round, 138th overall. We're going to be diving into how he already has 2 sacks in the preseason, and is this going to be another late round gem for Monty Ossenfort? Let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Today we're going to be diving into Xavier Thomas, late round pick for the Arizona Cardinals. Now before we get started, definitely do me a huge favor, smack up that like button, and I want to go ahead and just know in the comments below if you do like this type of content, just getting started in breaking down film and just kind of looking at play by play and really looking at how this player is doing, especially because there's a lot of exciting players coming out of the draft. I love doing this. Let me know if you like this type of content, and don't forget to smack that like button. Now before we jump into the film, I want to go ahead and do a little bit of background on Xavier Thomas, who he is and what college he came from, right? So he ended up playing 6 years in Clemson, and for the most part, he was actually pretty consistent with the amount of sacks he got per year. He averaged about 3 to 3.5 sacks per year. In his last year with Clemson, he had 3 sacks, but actually started back in 2018. He's been pretty consistent in terms of being a D-line for the Clemson Tigers. He was a 5-star recruit coming into college and remained as seen. Now, he was a late round pick for the Cardinals. Now, there was some teams that were very interested in potentially getting him undrafted or maybe in the 6th round, but the Arizona Cardinals liked what they seen, jumped on the opportunity to potentially get a good outside linebacker because that is a position of need for the Cardinals. Now he does stand 6'2", 244 pounds. Now the beautiful part is that he's still 24 years old. He had 6 years in Clemson, which is pretty much one of the highest levels of college, and now transitioning into the NFL. He's already had 2 sacks in the preseason, had a total of 3 solo tackles. On top of that, he plays with a very high motor. Now, the scouting report for Xavier Thomas leaving college says this: exceptional first step explosiveness, consistently outpacing blockers off the edge, uses diverse array of pass rush moves, including swipes, chops, spins, to defeat offensive tackles. So overall, what I've seen from Xavier Thomas, definitely a guy that plays with a very, very high motor, and we've seen these moves in display in the first 2 games of the preseason for the Arizona Cardinals defense. And now let's jump into the film. Alright, everybody, let's go and get started here. We're going to be focusing down on number 54, Xavier Thomas. Already tallied 2 sacks in the preseason. And we're going to go ahead and do a deep dive of exactly what he's doing, how he's impacting the plays on the field. Now, you will be seeing a couple filler plays here and there just to kind of get some talking points out, but we're focusing down on number 54. One of the biggest weaknesses is that he struggles in the run game, and there's a couple clips that we're going to be diving into to kind of show you that as well. So this play right here is a perfect example of a play where you don't think that he's making an impact until you look at the film. And now we're going to be looking at here in a different angle. You'll see number 54 lining up across 73 right here. There we go. Ball gets snapped, goes on the outside, back on the inside, go back on the outside, causes pressure to the quarterback, makes him to force a throw that was inaccurate, and it's incomplete. Now, on this play right here, you just kind of see how fast he gets back there, right? Sometimes he's not able to get to the QB, a little bit of an over pursue, but the speed is there, right? The intangibles is there for Xavier Thomas. You'll see a different angle right here and just how fast he gets back there. Look at that. Now, quarterback steps up. Now, in this play right here, I noticed that the Colts they're getting rid of the ball very, very quickly. Like, they're trying to get that ball out quickly. You see 54 lining up on 85. There is an adjustment for 26 to move over to the left. Look at that bull rush. You see that? Absolute power. Absolute power. Now, this is the play I'm talking about in terms of over pursuing and not being very good in the run game. As you can tell, over pursued it. Now, this might be one of those things that he's going to need to learn, that if there is a running QB, there is an option for him to take it. And that's exactly what happens in this play where he absolutely gets beat. RPO, number 4, the quarterback takes it, and it's just a big gain for the QB. Now, I love that he continues the play and obviously finishes it through, so that's amazing. But this next play right here is also another example of just over pursues it, and look at that big hole. Now, this might be a testament to that running back making a very good play, because if you look at this angle coming out, there is a blitz coming from the middle of the field. Now, I think the actual running back recognizes that, has a step out to the left, and it's home free for that running back right there. So in this play right here, you'll actually see 54 lining up on the right hand side. You'll see a better angle right here. Now this one right here, I really love this play. You got to see the power. All right, number 54 lining up on 86 back, or actually, there you go. Boom, look at that power. Look at that power. Forces the quarterback to get rid of that ball really, really quickly. And like I said before, the Colts are getting rid of the ball very, very fast. Now, this right here is just a filler play. So far, I'm loving what I'm seeing with Xavier Thomas. There's a couple things here and there, but he's still a rookie. This play is my favorite. Now, he took advantage of the opportunity here. He didn't even touch that tackle. I think the tackle just got spooked. Right, number 54 right there. Watch this play. All right, ball gets snapped. 73 just completely loses his footing. But 96 has a better opportunity to wrap him up. But just the speed of number 54 and Xavier Thomas, absolutely amazing in the pursuit there. All right, now this play right here is actually Rabbit's interception play. And I went ahead and put this on here just because I wanted to show you what happens in the trenches. Number 54 lining up on the left. Goes on the outside, goes on the inside, forces the QB out of the pocket. Tries to go, make a spectacular play, and rest is history. And now, as you can tell, Xavier Thomas has all the tools to be a very, very good, effective outside linebacker for the 2024 Arizona Cardinals. Now, I think it really just depends on, obviously, opportunity. As of right now, where our outside linebacking core stands is Zaven Collins as well as Dennis Gardeck. Now, you actually do have some people behind them with Victor Dimukeje. Cameron Thomas also actually showed out in this last week of preseason, so he might have moved down in the depth chart, but I can definitely very well see this guy becoming a Arizona Cardinal in the 53-man roster. Now, if he doesn't make it, potentially a practice squad guy. We have heard the coaching staff for the Arizona Cardinals talk very, very highly of Xavier Thomas, but at the end of the day, he is a very young player, a very raw player. He was picked up in the 5th round in the later part of the 2024 NFL draft, but he's got a lot of potential and has all the intangible tools to actually succeed in the NFL. As of right now, we're just waiting on the opportunity to see how he actually flourishes in the NFL. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Xavier Thomas. Put it in the comments below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.